Hey guys, today I'm going to whiteboard the stack, okay? So if you watch the first video on our 3 training rules, you understand that safety is the most important thing that we can do here, right? If it's not safe, a coach will jump in, or if it looks like someone might get hurt, a coach is going to jump in. And the same, you need to advocate for yourself, okay? The next rule, the stop rule, spending time under tension, that's going to allow you to get stronger and control weights through the proper ranges of motion, which helps us build muscle, improve joint health, and just feel better and healthier, stronger overall. The last thing, the rule of 2, that's do you have 2 reps left in the tank? If you just simply follow those 3 things, you're going to excel and you're going to achieve things that you never thought possible. Now, what is a common thing that our coaches are going to talk to you about to make sure it stays safe but allows you to train heavy and be really strong? It's called the stack, okay? Fancy scientific way to say this is called the joint of apposition, which is basically we're stacking, like if I look at this, my shoulders, elbows, wrists, it's all in one line, right? In our case, coaches, they're really looking at one common area to help make sure that you're stacked up, okay? So this would be shoulders, over ribs, over hips, okay? So right now, actually pretty decent, but I just need to make a little bit of a change. Boom, and I'm in a much better position. So case in point, if I were to goblet squat and I'm here, and I go down, it's really hard for me to achieve that desired range of motion, right? If I come here, it's really hard for me to achieve the desired range of motion. However, if I do here and I do a quick reset, now I can pull myself straight down, and I want to maintain that stack throughout. Now, when we look at the stack, right, the stack, hopefully you're not looking at my butt right now, haha. We have our shoulders over your ribs, over your hips, okay? Now shoulders over your ribs, over your hips. If we can get that, it's great. But you might be thinking, Brent, there is no way I can get into the stack, okay? Most people live here, or we live here. Very few people understand what this means, okay? So how do we teach this and how do we coach this? Well, number one, each of these are involved with the movement patterns. So you're going to learn, if you haven't already, that we talk a lot about movement patterns, okay? We're not just doing a squat, we're teaching the squat movement pattern. We're not just doing a chest press, we're teaching the pressing pattern. We're not just doing a hinge or a deadlift, we're teaching the hinging pattern. We're not just doing a pull-up, rather we're teaching the pull pattern. We're not just walking, rather we're teaching locomotion. We're not just rotating, but we're teaching the twisting pattern, right? So within all of these, if you just find the stack, it's going to keep you safe and you're going to get so much stronger because immediately when I find the stack, I create bracing. I'm going to be better at creating time under tension, which thus allows me to get stronger over time and really work towards that rule of 2, okay? So there's 2 ways that we're going to talk a lot about finding the stack, okay? Number 1, there's going to be 2 breathing methods. And number 2, there's a very simple cue that will immediately improve your stack without even having to think of it. So number 1, some people, if they're a little narrower in this position here, it's just like I can do this, I'll watch, I'll go exaggerated. But I'm just going to go inhale, exhale, and long exhale through my mouth like that. So it's going to be in. I'm going to, you can actually watch my body kind of shrunk down, right? Okay. Now, if you have a wider gap and it goes like if this is straight up and down, if you have a wider gap and it goes more like that, what you need to do is a really hard breath, okay? So when I go, if I go here and I'm going to drop a quick, so inhale, and it's almost like I'm trapping the air down in there. It's still there, right? It's trapped. My abs are turned on. I'm squeezing, but I've gone into this stacked shoulder, rib, hip position, okay? So you can kind of pick and choose which one works for you, play around with that. Now, if I'm squatting, same thing. If I'm pressing, let's say I'm doing floor press or bench press and you're here, that way, right? It might also require you to blow that down, right? If I'm hanging and I'm way extended, I might want to pull there, right? The big one, hinging. A lot of people want to bend to get to the floor. Instead, shoulders, ribs, hips, I'm hinging back that way and I have a flat line coming there opposed to there. Now, watching this, you don't need to be a scientist, a biomechanics specialist, or anyone else to understand that this is less than ideal, because the only way to go without this being engaged now in the hinge pattern is to lift here. Well, now I have to finish with my back. Versus the minute I come here, find that stack, I hinge, I keep the stack here the whole time. My shoulders are back, everything's stacked up. Well, now I can use my legs to lift all the way to here, to there, opposed to having to finish there, right? So the stack is going to allow you to train safely. It's also going to optimize the time under tension, muscular contractions, and help you get so much stronger in a shorter period of time. So you got the 3 training rules: safety first, the stop rule, and time under, and the rule of 2. And then you have the stack. If you put those pieces together, I promise you, any ache and pain you're dealing with is going to get a little bit less. And when you gain that awareness, and now we combine your awareness with the coach's ability to coach you, you're going to feel so much better. But before I end this video, there's one more tip that if you just do this one thing, you're going to get closer to the stack without having to do anything else, okay? So when we talk about the stack, I can go through all the breathing patterns, right? We can go through this. And to be honest, if you're living out here, or if you have a bigger belly, you're living here, or you're living here most of the time, like just simple breathing, the awareness for that's really challenging. However, one thing we can do immediately, and I'll show you this. We'll see if you can figure it out first. I can breathe and I'm stuck, but watch what happens when I simply soften my knees. So you can see I'm locked out here. The minute I go soft, what happens? I automatically pull back. So instead of being here and extended, my knees are actually behind my hips, which actually forces me forward. I can go soft, and that pulls me back to a more neutral position. So on a squat, I stand up to soft. I don't want to lock out to there, right? So keeping this soft the whole time now, I can make sure that I stay in that stacked position. Shoulders, ribs, hips. 2 breathing methods, or just simply soften your knees, and I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. Let us know how we can help.